Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of December 13th to the 19th, 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general, so don't stress over what doesn't resonate. Just take what does. If you do wish to book a personal reading with myself, I more than recommend it. The options, pricing, and my email are all down below in the description box. As well, I started an Instagram page for this channel, so you'll see that down there as well. Do follow me on Instagram. Wow, excuse me. Strugs. As well, don't forget to show your love and support. I thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you haven't done so already. We're going to begin by pulling the overall focus for the week from the Green Witch Oracle deck. Then we'll continue by pulling the main part of the reading from the Gilded Tarot deck, and we'll finish up with some inspiration from the Find Your Happy deck. Alrighty, for my lovely Leos, this upcoming week, the 13th to the 19th of December. Strength, there we are, because I'm a Leo sun if you're new to the channel. Underlining focus on energy, as well as fertility and continuance. There's something you want to give birth to while continuing something else. For some of you, it's you wanting to give birth to something from the past, wanting to, revive it. But for the majority of you, it's about keeping the energy going or feeling the energy come to be when you put forth your resources towards something you want to give birth to. Something you're trying to continue as well needs your energy, but it feels a little bit harder to put your energy towards that, or it feels less passionate with whatever you're continuing. You need to trust that things are falling into place for you. But the main focuses that we have are strength and purification. So I feel like a lot of you Leos will be doing an immense amount of cleaning, organizing, cleansing your energy, going back to the energy card. You could be cleansing your diet or what you're putting into your system this week in one way, shape, or form. Needing to focus on how strong you are or to dig for the inner strength when need be. I do feel as if Leos have a lot going on throughout this week. Maybe even recently as well, but it just feels like a very busy sort of running around kind of week. A lot is desired from you, a lot as far as attention goes, a lot is required of you as far as obligations go. Okay. Interesting, because remember we were talking about purification as far as altering what you put in your body or your habits, and we have a sword on the strength card. Reminds me of the Ace of Swords, putting a sword in old habits, or at least beginning to. Feeling very motivated, but there's a lot that you need to adjust your perspective on. Some of you needing to, it's like you feel motivated, but you don't feel as optimistic as you could be. You may feel like going into this week, you'll feel as optimistic as possible, but there's certain factors or obstacles in the week, or just occurrences that will leave you still motivated, but lacking that optimism. Interesting. For my lovely Leos to continue this weekly read. For Leo. Interesting that our sign is at the top of this little deck. I'm so sorry, I'm struggling to speak. It is early and I'm doing this right before I run off to work. Alright, so we're beginning the week spending time alone, doing our own thing. Nothing wrong with that. Feeling a bit stuck for whatever reason. There's something you're holding on to that isn't allowing you to propel forward. It's weighing you down to a certain extent, even if it benefits you. And that could be what you need to... That could be why you're not feeling as optimistic as you need to be at this time. But double strength in this reading. Do you hear me? You are one of the strongest, if not the strongest sign in the zodiac signs, in the whole 12. You need to dig for that inner strength, as there are points in the week where you will find the need to, or be pushed to expect the worst, or to compare to the past. This may have more to do with love. There is love in the air, Leo, and you deserve it. You deserve the romance that you once longed for, but it just feels like you need to adjust your perspective, or you're feeling quite tired. Here you are again. Boom. You're the sun. We are the sun, all right? And it feels like you're the happiness, the brightness in a situation. It could be a multitude of things. It could be work, it could be a relationship, it could be your home situation. Whatever it is for you, you begin the week and you're feeling like spending time alone. You sort of are doing an amount of reflecting, asking yourself, well, how am I meant to keep it positive, keep it strong as I sort of guide the way for myself and potentially for other people? Doing a lot of reflecting on how far you've come, why you took on an opportunity recently, and how it's going to proceed moving forward when it comes to a specific individual, whether you're committed to them or not. Asking yourself how you're going to do it right this time around, even if it's with somebody from the past or somebody you've been with for a while. For some of you Leos, it's somebody new. How are you going to not F it up or make the same mistakes as last time? Not to say you were obviously fully at fault, but do you know what I'm saying? It feels like you're being very, very honest with yourself within your hermit mode to begin the week. With the Eight of Swords, to move right along, this is aligned with the Strength card. A need to dig for that inner strength when moving forward in the week, wrapped up in a situation that leaves you feeling trapped, restricted, a little bit confused as to where you're heading. But you took on that situation, I almost said relationship, that restricting situation that you know needs to go or be eliminated moving forward. But for now, at the very least, you need to sort of make the best out of it, dig for that inner strength, and just keep pushing forward. It could have more to do with your spirituality, feeling kind of restricted in that sense, or it could have to do with your habits once again. Feeling a little bit feisty, kind of boxed in to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, your intuition, your gut feeling is going to remind you you're breaking free of all of which that restricts you at this time. Down the line, doesn't feel like it's happening this week, but get ready. The Emperor. And so as you make your way through the week, you're going to be feeling ultra serious, doing an immense amount of cleaning, purifying, fixing, altering in one way, shape, or form, and that could come through in a lot of ways, but it feels like you're also planning for a cleaner lifestyle, for a more simplistic lifestyle, something that's more fulfilling. You know, when it comes to your day-to-day routine, what you do for work, or when it comes to who you surround yourself with, as I'm drawn back to the energy card. How is your energy affected by the environments you wrap yourself up with, as well as the people? The energies, you know, when you think about people being energy, as I struggle, there's somebody or a situation that puts you on edge, and you don't deserve that. You don't need that at this point in your life. I'm feeling quite feisty, but monotoned in your reading. Page of Swords. And so you make your way to finish up the week, and you're feeling still a little bit feisty, but needing to take on that fresh perspective, learning a lot about your job, even if you've been there for a while, learning a lot about somebody. Going back to this Lovers card, learning a lot about yourself. It feels like you're reminded at the end of the week that this learning about oneself, this growth process, because you're continually changing, is a continuing process. And that's something you may need to remind the person you're wrapped up with, love-wise. Very, very interesting. It just feels like as you learn more about yourself and other people around you, situations, and what you desire moving forward, there's a need to dig for that inner strength and just plan for what is more fitting for you as you continue to change and grow. For my lovely Leos, to wrap this up, what a powerful reading. I think your presence is going to take people back a bit this week with that hint of feistiness, but just feeling quite strong, even if you feel the need to dig for that inner strength. My dreams are the signature to my potential, as I stutter a bit. I need to remember throughout this week that your dreams, your goals, are the signature to your potential, and you can't give up on them, all right? Don't settle for what no longer feels right or hasn't felt right from the beginning. All right, Leo, so I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, I more than appreciate your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Go have yourself an amazing week, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Leo.